Welcome, and you're watching 2040 on WTRF. I'm Liara Ford.
And I'm Dakota Goldfarb. Later in the show, we will take you to the renovations of the Culinary Arts Building, as well as the Envy Model's first opening fashion show. But first, our top stories.
Harvey Weinstein's dirt is being brought to the table as the Hollywood sex scandal emerges. Well known for big-time movies including Shakespeare in Love and Kill Bill Volume 3, several women have accused him of either sexually harassing and assaulting them in ways that have affected these women to this day. Actresses such as Angelina Jolie, Cara Delevingne, and Gwyneth Paltrow speak up on the traumas they've experienced with the big-time director. Weinstein has been accused of making multiple advances on these women, including him chasing them in hotel rooms while in a bathrobe. Since then, these women have ceased to work with Weinstein, and some encouraged others to do the same.
In news from the other side of the world, a roller coaster on November 5th in Spain ended with former Catalan president Carles Puigdemont and 4 of his allies regaining their freedom after starting the day surrendering themselves for supposedly plotting a rebellion. Puigdemont and those 4 allies had gone to Belgium to try and stop the Catalan separatists' attempts to secede. After the former president turned himself in, his party put him forward as their leader for the upcoming election, but he finds opposition in pro-secession protesters, one of whom said they want to send a message that even though their government may be in turmoil, the independence movement still isn't finished.
On a lighter note, PG hosted a media day here on campus for Prince George's County students from over 15 high schools, middle schools, and elementary schools. The 2-day event covered hands-on activities for the students to interact with the equipment in the television and broadcasting field, such as being on TV. We were able to catch up with one of the Media Day organizers.
The majority of it's just going to be what they have.
How you guys doing? I'm here with Angela Mathis. She hosted Media Day 2017, November 17th, and also the 16th. How do you think this was so important for Prince George's County students?
Media Day, Student Media Day is very important to Prince George's Community College and to the students of Prince George's County Public Schools. But first I want to say, I wasn't the sole host. It was a team effort. The whole college hosted this event. Student Media Day is important because it allows the college to open up our mass communication program, our studio, to students in the public school system who are already interested in video production. So even as early as elementary school and middle school and high school, students are taking video production classes all throughout the county. So those schools that offer those classes, they bring those students here to see all the wonderful facilities that we have on our campus and to learn more about mass comm, about video production, and careers in television news. I know it was a success. They were motivated, the teachers enjoyed themselves, and I actually had a couple of students talk to me afterwards and say, how can I take dual enrollment classes? So students are asking questions on how they can get involved, and that tells me right there that it was a success.
And the rap is strong in Prince George's County, embodied by a 17-year-old out of Bowie named Project MC. Mahjong Cradle is his real name, and I had a chance to catch up with him and talk about his musical influences and how he got started.
So, Project, how did you get started? Like, what influence?
Pretty much music has always been something that ran in my family. My father was a musician. My grandfather was in the band. So music was always there. I just never knew how to directly transfer that. And one day in my elementary school, a friend asked me to do a talent show with me, going to rap. I said, okay, that's fine and all, but we've never done this before. He was like, bro, we can get our moms to make the songs. It was cool. So make the song, come talent show day, we're on the stage, and it's just like a sensation. A new sensation came over me I never felt before. Ever since then, and wait for me.
So where do you see yourself in 5-10 years?
5-10 years, I see myself on an even bigger platform, using what I do to reach more of the masses, using what I do to have a more positive impact, not just people in my community, people across the nation, people across the world.
All right, thanks for doing this project.
No problem.
Let me love you.
You know, I really think he's going places, Liara.
And I can't argue with that. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look into soccer team as well as student voices in sports. You're watching 2040 on WTRF.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork. Loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look. Your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one
Teach your
likes you.
kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Can you consent with me? Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. 'Cause every kid across the nation deserves a book to read, and we can make it happen right now. No, I don't know what you've been told, but kids with books learn so much more. So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite, unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a good time.
Hello? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Are you getting this, honey?
Oh, prime time. We are rolling.
All right, Mama's gonna bring it home. Mama's gonna bring it home. Okay.
Come on, watch this guy.
Oh, backwards!
Oh, don't. Oh.
It went into Bob and Carol's yard. Oh, no? Okay, here it comes.
Oh, no!
Challenge your kids to be active and eat healthy.
All right, let's see what you can do. Let's go.
They might surprise you. Search We Can for more ideas on how you and your kids can get healthy together.
Well, welcome back to 2040 WTRF. I'm Octavius Wilson.
And my name is Justin Boyd. I will talk about our amazing soccer team in a moment, but first, this uplifting story on fashion.
We just had a phenomenal fashion show on campus which showcased student models called Envy Models. Our very own PGCC students hosted their first ever fashion show on November 8th, showcasing fashion evolution all the way from the 60s to the 2000s. I later caught up with Leara Wedge and Ronald Tyler Jr. to discuss the show.
House of Envy. I'm Leah Wedge. This is my vice president.
My name is Ronald Taylor.
We got the inspiration or the idea of the show when we went to Party City, and we went in the section where they have, I believe, it's like a different time era. So we're looking at the outfits, and we were discussing how, how fashion has changed and how music has changed over time. And we said, we should celebrate that. So that was the theme of the show, which was the evolution of fashion. So that's how we got the theme of the show.
Most definitely. And plus, I've loved different type of article of clothing. I've always done that since I was crawling. So it's like, why not do something that pretty much all of us had done when we were smaller. We pretty much went through literally an evolution of fashion, so let's bring it to life.
Right.
We have not one, not two, but 3 building constructions taking place on the Largo campus. A renovation of Lanham Hall, a renovation of Queen Anne Hall, and the brand new Culinary Arts Center. Opening to students for the spring 2018 semester, this 2-story building will be fully equipped with 3 instructional kitchens, a culinary lab, a bakery, serving areas, a production kitchen, and classrooms. Other unique features for the Culinary Arts Center will be the vegetable garden, plant wall, and the ability to receive bartender certifications. I got to talk to PGCC student and project engineer intern Adriana Amayo Perdomo about her experience and involvement with the Culinary Arts Center.
It's rigorous and it's hard. And I just learned a lot about the architecture, working with engineers, working with the owners here at Prince George's Community College, and just working as a group and that this is a community and they're just making a great building.
Okay, that isn't the only exciting activity happening on campus. You should know by now that several athletes in the NFL have taken the knee to protest the prejudice and injustice that is occurring in America. This powerful movement has influenced many young men and women across the globe. Our very own PGCC reporter Diego Martinez interviewed an athlete on kneeling. Here's what he had to say.
So the game came in your favor. How do you think the game went for you?
I think we turned it on defense. That's what got us the W. We already know we can score on offense. We just got to play defense, and that's how we're going to win games.
Were there anything that you think you can improve on in the game, or anybody else who can improve on?
Just playing straight up man-to-man defense. We go over every day at practice. So if we improve that and keep teams under 60, which is our goal, we should win every game.
So now, what are some team goals that you guys actually plan on having to do?
Our team goals is to keep teams under 60, score 80, keep our turnovers less than 10, as well as our assists 20 or more. Keep that a good 2-to-1 ratio.
All right, cool. So here's my biggest questions to you. So here at PGCC, I think I saw you in the newspaper about this, but kneeling. So what do you think are your thoughts on kneeling, especially here at PGCC, and how the NFL influenced, a community college?
I feel like the NFL is on a bigger platform than what we on here at PG. So I think kneeling really want to make a big change here because we're not on a big enough platform as the major sports are. But I feel like if a person wants to, and they have the good reason to, they should.
All right, cool.
Prince George's Community College Owls men's soccer team had a strong season that ended in defeat to Howard Community College 2-1 in the National Junior College Athletic Association Region 20 semifinals. The Owls were not able to repeat as champions this year, but do have a couple returning stars for next season. Freshman Roshan Panton is one of those returning stars, and we asked him about his thoughts for next year.
The 2017 Prince George's Community College men's soccer team had one great year, finishing 12-4, led in scoring by freshman forward Roshan Panton.
It was a great experience. It was fun playing with the guys. Met a lot of people. Going to practice every day was intense.
With a season full of decisive victories, the Owls tried to repeat as the National Junior College Athletic Association champions. Was thwarted in the Region 20 Division III semifinal round to the Howard County Community College Cobras by a score of 2-1.
Our practices throughout the week and a half that we had, it was intense. We're confident, our coaches were confident in us, but that's how the game goes. We went to the game too confident and paid for it.
Only losing 5 sophomores off of the 2017 team, the 2018 Owls look to regain their prominence as a top team in the NJCAA.
There's not that many sophomores, maybe like 5 or 6 sophomores. We're a very young team this year, so I'm looking forward to next year. Really, we did everything that we could, just we're unlucky.
The Owls have a promising future with guys like Panton returning for the 2018 semester, and I wish them the best of luck. That will do it for this edition of WTRF 2040, and for my co-host, anchor Octavius,
as well as Diera, Dakota, Diego, and Charles, we thank you for watching and have a great day and holiday season.
Welcome. You're watching WRTF 2040. I'm Kalia Whelan.
And I'm Ariel Hughes. Later in the show, we will take you to the future of the new Queen Anne building. But first, our top stories.
The unfortunate trend of mass killings in the United States has resurfaced in the Midwest. On November 5th, 26-year-old Devin Kelly violently murdered a group of people at First Baptist Church in Southern Springs, Texas. Kelly soon after fled the scene, causing a police chase. Then he killed himself with his gun before the police could catch him. Members of the First Baptist have now created a beautiful memorial for the 25 victims, ranging from a 17-month-old baby to a 77-year-old man. The memorial is now under the roof of what was the church and is now open to the public.
Tragic news coming out of Flint, Michigan. 5 teens ages 15 through 17 were charged with second-degree murder. Kyle Anger, Mark Sukeski, McCaden Payne, Alexander Miller, and Trevor Gray were all charged with throwing stones off the I-75 interstate overpass in mid-October. The stones struck oncoming traffic, tragically killing 32-year-old passenger Kenneth White through a van's windshield. White died on October 18th while being driven home by a coworker in Michigan. They were heading south on the interstate when the driver claims he saw a large stone coming towards his van.
Prince George's Animal Shelter has been open for 47 years. I was able to catch up with Commander Rodney Taylor, the man who has been running the facility for 35 years. Hi, my name is Kalia Whelan, and I'm here with Chief Rodney Taylor, and we're interviewing him about the Prince George's County Animal Shelter and his involvement with the animal shelter and his beginnings. Please introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Chief Rodney Taylor with the Prince George's County Animal Shelter. I'm excited to be here at Suitland High School for this interview, and I'm just excited just to be here.
So, where did your love for animals originate?
Well, my love for animals came when I first started at the animal shelter. Growing up, we had a dog, we had a cat, we even had a little canary. Didn't really have the love at that time, at least I didn't think so, but when I went off to college, to Prince George Community College, I started working part-time at the animal shelter as an animal caretaker. And I got so excited after being there for 3 months, realizing not only could I help people, but now I can help animals. When I saw the first animal get adopted and go to its home, I just got so excited I fell in love.
So I heard that you are now retiring from the shelter. May I ask why?
Well, let me say this. After 35 years of being in the animal field, that's with the government. I actually worked 2 years in the kennel before I came with the shelter. So 37 years in this field, and I've done a whole lot, and I'm excited about what I've seen. We designed, built a brand new shelter in Prince George's County, which is one of my goals. And we have that state-of-the-art facility now at 3750 Brown Station Road in Upper Marlboro. We want everybody to come out and see us. I'm looking now to do something at a higher level in Prince George's County. There's a calling on my life to serve. I've been born to serve, and I just have to do it. And now my endeavor is now I'm going to be a candidate for Prince George's County Council District 9.
The Animal Service Facility is open Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., Wednesdays from 11:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m., and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
A local high school has its own album. That's right, I said it, their own album. For this upcoming holiday season, Largo High School has done its part to bring some holiday cheer. We caught up with 2 of the students, Tristan Collier and Faith Lambert, to find out what it was like to be on an actual album.
It's a very exciting experience because I've never been on an album before, and I'm actually trying to start writing music, and it gives me like an insight into the process and stuff of writing an album and making an album, so making it all happen. Plus it gives me bragging rights because, I'm on an album.
It felt special and new because I always wanted to have my own album. Well, even though it's not my own, I'm still on it. And I feel as though that us being on it is having each part of us, each part of us put into something great.
Coming up, we have the hardest sports news to celebrate our college's 50th year sports anniversary. You don't want to miss out, so stay tuned.
When life's this hard, it's no wonder 7,000 students drop out every school day. Visit boostup.org and help kids in your community stay in school.
Body language can tell you all sorts of things. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. Face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty. Time to call 911 and get them to a hospital immediately. learn the body language, and spot a stroke fast.
I got camera 4.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9
1,
times
2,
more
3,
heat than
4,
light.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you are really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
Prince George's Community College isn't just a place that offers more than 200 academic, workforce development, and continuing education programs. It's the first step toward the career of your dreams. It's a community of people who want you to succeed. It's where degrees are earned and potential is realized. Apply and register today. Call 301-336-6000. Prince George's Community College, transforming lives.
Welcome back to 2040. I'm Ali So.
And I'm Davencia Chavis. And the theater department at PG has just finished their play called Dangerous Music, Monologues by August Wilson. On November 17th, a group of actors gathering on stage to share a renowned works of August Wilson, Khalil Whelan reports.
Monologues written by American playwright August Wilson. The plays he has written have spanned from the early to late 1900s, focusing on the lives of African Americans at the time. The play was held in the Rene Forum and was directed by Peggy Yates of the Humanities Department. The performance was completed in sections done by 3 groups, Acting 1, Voice and Diction, and the Hallam Players. Actors were given 2 to 3 monologues to recite either by reading or memorization. Some were interactively vocal or some were just meant to stand alone. The play had a very positive turnout, almost packing the forum, and the cast will love to perform again.
I'm here with you. We in this together. See, house or no house, we still ain't got the food money. But if you had just came to me, if you had just shared this with me, we could have went to my mother and got the $80 for the house and still had the money for food. You did it all wrong, Darnell. I mean, you did the right thing, but you did it wrong.
That play and many others is what we can expect to see as our new Queen Anne building will change the way we look at theater in Prince George's County. The new building will offer a new major for dance and advanced current majors such as music, theater, speech, television, radio, and other film curriculums. It will also include a 759-seat theater and a black box studio, production labs for television and film, and even an art gallery. We had a chance to catch up with the chair for Humanities Department to find out more details about the expansion.
The new Queen Anne building is going to be huge. It's going to be major for the county at large, the constituents of the college, students. We're going to be able to do so many things with the technology that's going to be in that building. It's going to be state of the art.
And how many jobs will the completed building provide?
Several jobs. We are going to have new dance instructors. We're going to have new technicians. We're going to have engineers. We're going to have several more faculty members, and in that new building, we're going to develop a music technology program, and all of those new areas are going to need someone to flesh them out. The recording studio, so we're going to need somebody who can do sound for music, for TV, for radio, and all of the like.
Okay, great. What new courses will be added to the community college after the completion of the building?
So we are creating from scratch a brand new dance curriculum. We do not have a dance program at the college at all, so this is going to be major for us. We'll be able to be in competition with our local community colleges in the area. So we'll have a dance program, and we're going to enhance our TRF, television, radio, and film area. We're going to create a social media mediated communication track for students and broadcasting for students as well. And
We are celebrating 50 years of athletics at Prince George's Community College. 50 years means half century of success stories, including the Seifert family, a mother, 2 daughters, and a son that have PGCC flowing through their blood. Our own Edward Cruz caught up with this very special family. We begin with recent graduate Lisa and what she is doing now.
I was going to play basketball, but I'm taking way too many classes, so my workload is way too much. But, you know, I'm hoping to do club sports so I can still get the competition in besides these two. But no sports, just school for now.
What about you, Stevie? What's your...
Well, after I graduated college, I kind of hung up the cleats and everything. So now my sports are basically limited to being Gina's biggest fan and harshest critic. So that occupies most of my time.
So Gina, what is your future like after you graduate from PG?
After I graduate from PG, I'm going to transfer to a 4-year university. I'm not sure where yet. I'm going to continue my education and major in pre-law. Regarding basketball, I'm getting looks from a couple colleges, but depending on what the scholarship money looks like, I'll be making my decision based off that. And I don't know, you'll hear that decision coming soon.
Teresa, how does it feel to see your daughter play on the court?
This is kind of a bittersweet season because it'll be the last time any of my kids play any sports here at PG. It'll be the last semester any of my kids go to school here. The older two both graduated and got their AA from here, and then Gina will complete her AA in May. And I started off coaching basketball here, and so it's kind of come full circle. So it's a little sad knowing this is the end.
That sure is a Hall of Fame family, and this is what this year is all about for Prince George's Community College. Over the past 5 decades, our athletic department has produced top-ranking men's soccer, basketball, and track and field teams. To reward this accomplishment, the college plans on rewarding previous athletes into our first Hall of Fame dinner and induction ceremony in April of 2018. Prince George's Community College's own Taylor Brown had a chance to speak to the head of director of athletics to find out the highlight of this year-long celebration.
December 6th, that's a must-attend event. It's when we're revealing our gold basketball uniforms, and we've got some great giveaways that day. Everybody should come out on December 6th.
Okay, thank you, Miss Joanne. Back to you.
That is going to do it for 2040. We thank you so much for watching.
For Ali, Kalia, Ariel, Ethan, and Edward, I'm Day. Thanks for watching and have happy holiday.